Hello, welcome back everybody. Okay, so we're going to have a look at a PowerPoint presentation. This is actually a level 1 presentation that we're going to do as part of an ICT example. So, what we have is this ultimately is our goal. This is where we want to be going. This is what we're sort of going to be looking at. Okay, so let's start getting things set up. But what we can essentially see is we've got logos in, we've got pictures of food, contact details, we've got our footer in it. Okay, and it's just plain and simple menu design. Again, remember when you do these ICT tests, keep everything as plain and simple as possible. Essentially, you're just demonstrating that you know how to do something. Okay, so what I'm just going to do is now just move this one out of the way. Okay, and we'll start setting up our PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so this is where we want to be going. So we opened our PowerPoint, we're fixed with this. As we noticed, what we've actually got to do was import trait. So let's just set that up, and it's going to be an A4. So let me just get rid of the lines we don't want here. We go to design, slide side, custom slide, A4 paper, portrait, maximize, and then this is what we've got straight away. Okay, before I go any further, I'm just going to put my footer in because that'll help us gauge some of the space that we've got. Okay, so you will be expected to put your name in. You may be asked to put a centre number in. You may be asked to put a candidate number in. Okay, make sure it's ticked, apply to all, and it sits there at the bottom, and we can move that about a little bit, so we'll just move that down. Now, text, generally, they can give these to you in a form of text file, okay, which will open up, be provided with, and here's our information. And we literally just copy and paste that in. Now, I know sometimes I've said, do these in separate text boxes, but with this, what I suggest is we do it this way, because it's, as you can see, essentially it's come out pre-formatted with us, all right? Now, there is information that comes across from other tasks in the test. So let me get that. Yeah, information about strawberries, okay? Which we happen to know already because we've looked at the paper. Okay, we've done that in test, but this just putting in now would be 32 calories. So we've got our information we need here. So what we can start to do here is, because it's formatted quite nicely for us already, is actually let's start putting everything together. So we could, as I suggest in this one, we just center everything. So I can highlight everything like so, click on center, off it goes. Okay. So thinking about, I'm going to have to put some pictures, etc. in. Let's go and pick those. Okay. But they've got to be pictures that are going to be relevant to what we've got to be doing. So let's have a look. We need the Rovello logo. Okay. Perhaps we'll have the item with chips here. We'll have the burger, and we could have cake. There we go. All right. We don't need to use all the pictures. We just need to have a representative sample, and that's what we're doing here. Okay. Yeah, I could add in tomato and mozzarella, but let's just see where we get and see if we can fit that in. Well, if not, doesn't matter. So insert, right? Just let the computer catch up. There we go. So what we just need to do is just separate the pictures out like so. So then what we've done is we've got them, we can see them as we're working through. So again, that's a nice little reminder. Get the pictures in at the start, because it's going to remind you that you're going to need to put them in. Okay. So what I would suggest is, without further ado, next thing we actually do is we put the Rovello logo in like so. So essentially think about this as a menu card for anywhere that you may have been. They're all going to follow a sort of similar format. Okay, you might have your own little twist on this. You could do it a little bit differently, but I'm just trying to show you a sample here. So we've got Rovello. Let's put that in bold. And let's just make that a little larger. 2 courses. Yep, let's have that in bold as well. Like so. And just knock that down just a taddy bit. Yeah, so get a bit of space. But we can change this later. Okay. Starters, bold. What I suggest do is just keep the text same size here. Take advantage of your format painter here, actually. So So doing X amount of clicks, it just lets you do one. Okay. And perhaps so what we could do is we'd have that all as bold like so at the bottom. Okay. So let's do some spacing out. So we've got this, we can move our text box just up a little bit more. Okay. So the main thing is we've got a little bit of gap going on between everything. Right, so let's think what we can do. Right, let's just correct Rovello there and just do ignore all so it doesn't keep flagging up as a spelling error. So, yep, let's have a meal with the chips in. Like so. Okay. And okay. Now what we, sorry, our burger. Now what we can do here, little side tip, make sure the picture gets roughly the same size. Put it against the other one, like I've done there. And then that'll help you get the same size. Then use your lines here to get everything reasonably, as you can do, positioned, okay? We're not going to get it perfect, so perhaps that's not quite as central as it could be, but it is actually. So that's good, we can just move that in just a little bit more like so, just up a little bit, and there we go. Okay, right, we could probably put the mozzarella in, okay? So what we could do, let's just do this. Let's just do that, okay? We can add it in. We'll go to pictures, device. There we go, there's our mozzarella. So again, remember, it's all about the pictures and the colour. That's what they probably want in this type of... So because it's going to go in the centre, we could just... Yeah, do a little bit like that. And what I'll do is I'll just do a little bit of adjustment here. Move that down a little bit and we can do that. And then you can see what this is going to do is going to tie up with what we're going to do here. Now what I might do just to be a little bit on the fussy side, no, we can't, we can do that. I was going to say I'll put a bit of cropping on it, but we don't need to. And I can just slot that into position there. Okay. And essentially, I'll just move that a little bit. We can do that. I can just do a little bit there. That's it. There you go. So essentially, there we go. In short, very rough, I know, but we've got the basics that we actually need there. On how to put the menu together. Let me just move that back up again. So in fact, that gives us just that little bit of extra room. There we go. So I'll just tweak the pictures a little bit. In fact, we could make the cake a little bit bigger there. There we go. Let's do that. And again, what we now have is a very simple diagram. We'll just actually bring that in a little bit there because it's not quite right with the margins. There we go. So just a very simple, basic menu which they want you to do up in your test. Exactly as it is there in front of you. There we go. Again, you might have slightly different, better ideas. Again, I'm just going to do that because I'm still not quite happy with that bit down there. There we go. I mean, say your design might come out slightly differently. That's fine. That's personal opinion. That's personal preference. But this essentially would take the brief that we actually need to know. Okay. So thank you for your attention, ladies and gentlemen.